Oi, welcome back to another video on the channel. We have gotten a few updates over the past week, and we are here to take a look at what exactly has been addressed. So for the patch notes, everything out of game that we should be able to check right here in the main menu is a new mode for Pro Team and corrected player footedness, positions, and skills. We'll take a quick peruse through Pro Team to take a look at this ladder leaders mode, firstly to see what it's for. And as you can see here, ladder leaders season 1. Oh, it is a coach battles type where you verse the AI, one for the grinders. And at the moment you can take on each team's first lineup from the 2025 NRL season, face off against the best players from each position, and the equivalent to the NRL start of 2025, we have the Super League version as well. It'll be interesting to see, can you view lineups or anything? You cannot, but the prizes in here, there's a few packs I see, the gold pack right there, some footy points, some decent prizes, or rewards we should say. What about for the NRL and Super League? Reminds me of a Mortal Kombat tower, and I guess you need this to participate. A ladder leaders entrance ticket, which a lot of us should have gotten for the dailies, or what would have been the progression rewards. We'll go take a look actually real quick before we head over to check out the other stuff. Okay, so here in rewards you have daily rewards and you have level progression rewards. This is where you get your first ladder leaders entry to participate. That's pretty cool. More content for the grinders that I don't want to participate in online play. The more variety, the better, I say. So in regards to Pro Team, in the most recent updates, they did change the way that duplicates work. The options for duplicates before, you could sell for 40 points or get more contracts, but now they added the feature of sending a duped card straight to auction. So that's a great change, especially if you get a really good duped card. I'm pretty sure like 90% of people would rather sell it off for some PTC. Alright, so for gameplay changes, they have improved offside logic, improved the play the ball reactions, improved player of the match selection logic, improved pass avoidance, increased wind, and where is it? Added timestamps to stats. And in the most recent updates, they added the option to drop your playmaker into a pocket, pressing down on the D-pad, and massive changes to stamina. So off rip, you can see the effects of the wind. There's like faint directional arrows on the field, as well as like a moving guideline. I don't think it was moving prior to the second to last update. I just remember it being static, especially around goal kicking time. So with this new pocket playmaker command, we'll call it, down on the D-pad, it is a massive quality of life update, and it does actually override, you know how they always set up for early kicks sometimes? It does override that specific setup. As you would have seen just then on the 4th, they were setting up for the regular early kick play, but we press down on the D-pad, then pass the playmaker, which is both pass buttons together, and it actually works pretty well, pretty smoothly. I haven't noticed anything out of the ordinary with it. They've always had like kick play options for your playmaker to drop back into the pocket, but this one's just like easier, straight to the point. So when you need them to drop back for like a field goal, they get set up instantaneously, but ideally you'd want to plan for it super early. Overall, that addition is a decent quality of life update, especially for those that are struggling to get the ball to their playmaker. But there is still a pretty glaring issue with line depth in general when it comes to attacking in good ball, inside the 20 pretty much. I still think a line depth option is needed, or just have the attack setting up deeper by default when about 5 to 10 out. It isn't just a user controlled issue as well. I'm pretty sure if you've been playing the game, you'd notice that at times it can get a little too easy stuffing the last play options of the computer. As for pass avoidance, now this is a pretty bad example, but this is all I could get. Recently you would have seen players like duck out of the way when the pass that isn't intended for them was headed towards them. That's pretty much what you've been seeing, the new pass avoidance, or improved pass avoidance, that got tweaked a few days ago. So overall, in regards to gameplay, in comparison to launch, it's taken some major strides forwards in my opinion, with the new animations coming in, the adjusted skills, player speeds and whatnot. For me at least, it's genuinely a fun experience. I finally felt that speed difference that you'd expect out of an outside back and like forwards and that. With this play in particular, I'm not sure if the circle is meant to be that big, but I'll be going a decent little counter attack here. And Xavier Savage, with a bit of room to move, does separate himself from the surrounding back rowers and even a half in Hugo Savala. Now it was on pro, but yeah, it was something I did notice, the support play from Savage after sidestepping, and then we were able to just outrun these forwards and yeah, that half. The last thing to check out from the latest update was the changes to stamina. This is how everyone was looking just before half time. I didn't make any interchanges. I wanted to see how drastic the recovery would be, especially with the forwards. And this was after the break, so as you can see, the back line back to 100%. Joey Tapane almost to 100. We got Papali'i there at 76. I'm assuming the amount will be determined how they are rated in that particular category, I guess. Overall, it's another pretty positive week. More steps forward. I haven't seen a step backwards yet. It looks like they are focusing on gameplay still. There's obviously things outside of gameplay that still needs to be addressed, like player positioning for the halves and certain back rowers on the wrong side of the field and whatnot. I think that sort of stuff will get addressed eventually. I just think they're focusing on the core for the moment. But yeah, that's pretty much been all the updates in this past week. Like I said, more positive steps forward. Still a bit of work to do with gameplay and attention to detail stuff. For now, we are going to call it there. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to smash that like button, and for more rugby league related content or more content in general, go ahead and drop the boy a cheeky sub. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you later.